Hello, welcome. This is a reading for Friday and the weekend for all signs of the zodiac. If you know your astrology chart, then you might be able to resonate with a few of the messages, and I hope you're doing okay wherever you are on Gaia. So what cards am I using today? Just quickly share that with you if you're interested. I'm using this deck, Angelic Love Messages. I am going to use the Blunt Truth deck. Oh, throwing my crystals around. I'm going to use a Blunt Truth deck for what our person is thinking. And for our spirit guide message, I'm going to use this beautiful deck, which was the first ever deck that I ever bought right at the beginning of my spiritual awakening. And it was really this deck that caused me to have my spiritual awakening. So it's a special deck, and I got guided to use that today. There was a message spirit sort of given to me, you know, that we're coming back to the beginning. We're returning to our true selves. You know, we're, as a soul family on this channel, we are really getting closer and closer all the time now, closer to spirit, closer to our true nature. So that's why they said to me, use that deck. I am going to do like some videos at some point on sharing with you what spirit tells me, so that it might help you to understand what's going on with your life. Because it is it's an amazing journey, having your spiritual awakening and all the different levels of it that you encounter. But it can also be quite confusing, and it can be quite lonely at times and quite uncomfortable, to say the least. So they've sort of said to me yesterday, they was channeling a lot of information through me yesterday morning, and there was a very beginning of them saying like that I'll be doing some videos on it. So I'm not probably ready quite yet. But I will maybe over the summer do some of those, because I'll have my children at home. So perhaps that will be a good thing to do over the summer, because working over the summer is going to be a bit interesting for me. Basically, I know it won't be summer everywhere across the world at the same time, but say like August mainly. So maybe that'll be the right time, and those videos will come out then. Because they just might support you on this journey you're on Gaia, because it's not easy living in this matrix. It's not easy burning off your karma, and it's not easy burning off your ego. It's not easy. You know, we're trying to get back to this true nature, and this is spirit, you know. So it's a complex journey. So yeah, I might do some videos on that when the time is right. So I am sending you lots of love, whatever you're going through at the moment. I really am. And let's go into it. So we'll start off with Taurus, and we'll just see what messages we get for each zodiac sign for Friday and the weekend. So Taurus first of all. Okay, commitment. Congratulations, it is time to celebrate. Okay, so for some of you, yes, there may be greater commitment in your relationship at this time. For others of you, Taurus, it is your commitment to yourself, commitment to your journey, and you're showing more of a commitment to spirit, because you're in a much more accepting state than you were. You're in a more conscious state than you were, and spirit is acknowledging that you are progressing, basically, that you are understanding more and more how to stay committed to yourself. And as you stay committed to yourself, you're basically committing to spirit, and spirit will bless you for that. Spirit is giving you this opportunity, right? So there's been a recent opportunity coming in for Taurus, and it is a new opportunity, and it's a golden opportunity. It heralds very good things for you. Okay, this is a new beginning, a new start that's recently happened. And it is going to herald new, like very golden, you know, abundant, much healthier. This is a much healthier new beginning for you. However, you may find in the next couple of days that it's hard for you to see that. It's like your ego keeps focusing on the negatives or the things that have let you down. And Spirit's trying to say, look, you know, you've got here some really good stuff. And actually, in fact, you've been through the worst of things, and things are going to get better now. Things are going to be easier for Taurus going forward. But at the moment, it may be hard for you to believe that all of the time. You may have glimmers of that feeling. Deep down, you know that's the truth. But there's a part of you still fighting it. You haven't quite got enough faith in this new start that's been recently presented. So you might find yourself a bit tested the next couple of days by your ego, by the mind, trying to put doubts in your head, you know. All right, you've been in a situation whereby your light was being obstructed by someone or maybe a situation. And, you know, that really is now in the past, and this is now time for you to free yourself from that, you know. But it's just getting to the point where you may not fully purged out that past scenario, and there might just be this last residual purging going on in the background, okay? Because Spirit wants you to liberate yourself now and embrace your new chapter, because you've got ultimate potential and unlimited potential, you know. And it's like, once you remove that obstruction, which I feel has already gone into the past, boom, you know, you're shining. There's somebody connected to you who struggles, okay? They have a lack of harmony, all right? They've got the Two of Wands. They have a lack of harmony, and they can't seem to reconcile things within themselves. They get torn in two, and they may be like a Jekyll and Hyde character, or perhaps there's a situation in your life that you would like to have worked, but it sort of hasn't worked. And what I want to say to you about this situation is there's not enough willpower or consciousness within this person or this situation for it to flourish at this time, okay? If this is a person, and I don't mean this to sound nasty, but they're still going round in circles, and they won't really awaken from their kinds of false self, if you like. They've got a false self and a true self, and this person doesn't have the consciousness level yet to break out of the false self, you know. And if it's a situation, it's too mixed up, and it's not a situation that I would say you should proceed with. Okay, yeah, there's somebody here. My ego is loud. I'm listening to my soul. I am striving for spiritual enlightenment. I think this person wants to progress. They want to get their life sorted, but they're still very mixed up. And this is probably the situational person that's been obstructing you from your light. But you've got to hold on to the fact you've got this Ace of Pentacles now. The time is now. That's what Spirit is saying. The time is now for Taurus to move forward. So try to shut the door off in your mind to do with that situational person, because this is now time for Taurus to be truly liberated and truly empowered in your source light. Now, you've got help from heaven. You've got help from, whether you believe in heaven or not, but, you know, the other realm. There's someone in spirit, and it could be a spirit guide or a loved one in spirit, who is basically helping you. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries. Feel their loving blessings. So Spirit is extremely close to you at this time, and they are supporting you. You may doubt that at times, but they really, really are, okay? So Taurus, this is a new chapter for you. You are being supported by Spirit. You may have doubts, but those doubts are just created in your own mind based off past experiences. Spirit is saying those past experiences are gone. This situation now in your life is not going to repeat, and you're getting divine help from Spirit. So they want you to kind of relax and trust a bit more at this point. Okay, so let's go into Virgo. Expectations. Have realistic expectations. Oh dear. So, what you want is coming, but it might be in a different way to what you expected or in a different time frame. Also, there may be somebody connected to you that's got a ridiculous idea in their head and they need to be more realistic as well. You've come into your truth, you've come into your power, it's been bloody hard, you know, with this Tower card. That is a time of, it's a very unsettling time when you're in your Tower moment, and you have to face your authenticity, you have to face your truth, and it's really difficult sometimes to ascertain exactly what that is, because we've got ego as humans, which is the false self, that will be telling us one thing, but then we've also got the true self, which is telling us another thing. And so coming to our truth can be really difficult, and that's why the Tower card feels very difficult. But on a positive note, I feel like what's been happening with Virgo is that you have done that. You know, it's a major breakthrough for you, massive, because now you're aligned to a much better energy, which is authenticity, truth. You know, it's probably felt like a bit of a shaky time. So what you're looking at here is the Lovers card. And the Lovers card represents, you know, a fork in the road, a bit of a delay, and also a bit of mystery. Okay, so you're probably wanting things to move forward in your life a bit more quickly, and you know the things that you would like to happen. But what Spirit is saying at this time is, for Virgo, it's better that things are a bit slower at the moment, because all of these energies need to sort of settle down before you will proceed with your next chapter. You know, things will come to light and things will start to get more clear to you. But Spirit is saying it just takes a bit more time, because, you know, you can't underestimate a Tower moment. That's a huge, massive shift you've just made. You know, they want you to really love yourself. Love yourself at this time as much as you can, because then the more you do that, your next chapter is going to be revealed. Your next steps will become clearer and clearer. The energy of the people around you, you've got here progress, you've got like a massive shift here. Somebody kind of, now two things. You could have had somebody who came in with a lot of messages, wanted to progress things with you, but then they sort of turned away. Okay. Also, the other message here is that that basically that there is progress. There could be messages. There could be a lot of things going on, and at the same time, there's somebody that is sort of trying to move forward now. It's like a lot of activities taken place for this person, and it's pushed them to move forward finally. You know, I feel like this person's been through a bad time. They couldn't move forward from it, but something's happened recently, and it may be because you've been more authentic and in your truth, and this could have been a massive wake-up call for this person, and they've realised they've now got to wake up and move forwards. They can't, you know, they can't stay in the past anymore. So you could have pushed somebody into forward movement by being more in your truth. Yeah, there's somebody here that did have a very stuck energy. Why won't you give me space so I can't grow? So, I feel this is all entangled with the same person or situation, honestly. It's like, look, somebody was, there was a lot of communication, or there was a lot of stuff going on, and then you got let down. So you've just come into your truth and you're like, no, I need to sort this out. I need to sort myself out. I need to sort my life out, And at the moment, it is all a bit of a mystery. But Spirit is saying, have expectations that are realistic, just the timing. It's like all of there's obviously been a lot going on here for Virgo, and it's all going to settle down, and then your next steps will be revealed. But you've dealt with somebody who was stuck. I feel they were stuck in the past, and Spirit is now saying this person's got to move forward. This situation's got to move forward. It can't stay how it was, going round and round in circles, whatever this situation was. And you're standing in your power and your truth. So give yourself a bit of time this weekend to just chill. Divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. So this is confirmation from Spirit that you have done the right thing, and there is a divine order to how everything is taking place. And that's the most incredible thing about living in this matrix. It's everything is really beyond our control. Everything is unraveling in a set way. And everything will start to make more sense in time. Okay, we're going to Capricorn. Abundance. Be open to an abundance of love. I keep saying this about this year, about things really changing for Capricorn. There's an abundance coming in for Capricorn. You may not quite believe it yet, but you may be starting to see little signs that things are changing for you. There are a few delays, or has been. It may have felt like, oh God, you've got the Lovers card. So this is like delays, being at a crossroads, needing to make a decision, or wondering what the hell's going to happen. It's like a mystery, because the Lovers card represents the mystery. It's also a time of you cultivating more love in yourself and vibrationally aligning to love, so that Spirit then starts to Spirit starts to channel information to you, and you start to see things more clearly. You start to receive messages and realizations, okay? And that's kind of happening at the moment, this weekend, all right? Because you've got the Six of Swords in reversed. Six of Swords in reversed is like, there could be some big changes going on. In terms of the people in your life and the role that they play. Okay, and I feel like this is a sort of few days of clarity, and clearing the way, really. And also, it might not even just be people. It may be to do with different, priorities you've got this time, different things that need to be dealt with. And you're sort of going to be dealing with, you're dealing with things one thing at a time. You're dealing with them, and you're just getting things in order. You're getting things in a much better order. Now, somebody you're connected with here, they've wanted reconciliation with you, or they've wanted love in their life. They've wanted connection. What they're doing at the moment is they're trying to think more rationally about things, okay? They've got the King of Swords, and they may appear a bit cold and businesslike, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to get their head in the right space. They're trying to be more rational, okay? Which is good, because this person maybe has wanted to find the answers from somebody else, and this person really has to find the answers within themselves. I really miss you, my heart hurts. So there's somebody here who either misses you, or they have had a longing for somebody to rescue them, somebody to be there for them. But this next few days is all about them being more rational and seeing things more clearly, you know, learning to be a bit more wise, okay? But you're sorting everything out. I think you were confused, it was very mysterious, and the next few days for Capricorn, you really are getting more things in order and more clarity, and it's better for you, really. Your spirit guides are saying that you have a natural counselling skill, and that many people benefit from your guidance and your energy. You know, not just the things you say, but also your energy, right? So you do have that kind of healing sort of aura for people. But the thing is, as much as you are there for other people in that sense, this is now a time for you to get things in order for you, you know? And as you're doing that and you're cultivating all this self-love with the Lovers cards, you know, you're opening up the doors to abundance. And I do see very good things aligning for Capricorn because of that. So it's all, you know, it's all starting to come together. It just might not have been an easy road recently. Okay, just have a bit of juice. I've got orange juice again. I'm finding that's much better when I'm working than tea. Right, mind you saying that, it's probably because it's been warm as well, because when it's cold weather, I have to have hot drinks all the time. Aquarius. Affection. Showing affection creates a loving bond, okay? So there's more affection needed here in your life, or with someone in particular. It's like they're beckoning you. You may have felt stuck for a while. There could have been a lot going on here. You got the Devil cards. So you may have felt like you were drawn into addictive ideas, or you may have felt a bit stuck. You may have felt even like somebody was being domineering over you. You didn't like it. It's an energy that you didn't really like. Obviously something was going on that you didn't like, and it wasn't doing your mental health much good, truth be told. What's going on now is you're really getting yourself in a better position with the Nine of Wands, okay? So with the Nine of Wands, yes, you may be feeling a bit tired at the moment, Aquarius, but you're much more mature, okay? You're much more prepared. Again, there's still a sense of delay. There's not like this imminent action that you would probably like. However, the plus side is you are moving into a much better energy, you're much wiser, and you're much more well prepared. So you're not about to be manipulated or a sort of like attacked by anyone. That just isn't going to happen to Aquarius, okay? So you're much better off here right now where you are, and the next few days just compounds that. You know, you'll feel more confident really with what you're doing, and there's something there to do with affection. There's somebody here that there's either a situation or some person in particular, and it's all to do with family or money and the connections with you. Okay, you know, this is actually a really good card. This is somebody who's very genuine, who does care. I think this person or this situation, they know there's some stuff that needs to be dealt with, okay, to do with family or to do with money. And they mirror you completely. They're trying to be more wise. They're trying to be more mindful and mature. So I feel this could be a really good energy here between you both, or between you in a situation where something is going to be more easier to deal with. Okay, there's more maturity here. There's more of a level playing ground. This is, you're being given time to prepare for something to happen that will most likely go well. Okay, on both sides, this is a situation or a person. Things will definitely proceed better for you now, particularly if you carry on in the fashion that you are, and likewise for the other person. And I don't see that changing. My ego is loud. I am listening to my soul. I am striving for spiritual enlightenment. So there's been a situation or a person that would have been very triggering. Okay, fairly recently, this would have been very triggering, but it's, I feel from these cards, this situation is going to improve. It's going to improve, and it's like you're actually over the worst of it now. Okay, there's a message about the outdoors here, so take that however it resonates. Go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature to relieve stress, gain new creative ideas. So Spirit is giving you a message about the outdoors, and also about new creative ideas, and also relieving the stress out of the situation. And don't forget the first card, affection. Okay, so there is something here to do with affection as well. So I see something improving. Okay, let's go into Gemini. Denial. See the truth in the situation. Okay. Is there something you need to look at? Is there something you need to address? Or is somebody else in denial and they haven't been able to see the truth? Somebody not seeing clearly, whoever that may be. There's issues here. There's been conflict. You've been conflicted. Okay. You've been in a situation that's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. And remember, this is a collective reading, so there's definitely been a sense of conflict, and something has been a struggle. Issues that have needed to be addressed. Okay. Somebody, either you or someone else, not seeing things clearly, and maybe not being willing to admit that they don't see it clearly. Also, there could be competition, not for everyone, but there could be competition. Now, you're taking your time. You are doing the right thing. You're taking your time to connect with spirit, you know, and you're doing your solitary stuff here, and that's going to land you in a very good position, because you will take the wisest action and you will align to the right energy going forward, because you need to come out of this type of energy It's not good for you. And you know that it's not good for you. So you need to take time out to then, you know, get your energy in the right place. Now, I do feel this is a situation that can be sorted out. Five of Wands is always something that can be sorted. Okay, but somebody in the situation is not seeing clearly. And it's best not to allow yourself to get too triggered. It's best to take time out from it. Okay, so there's been a lower vibration in a person or a situation connected to Gemini. There's been a resistance energy. It needs to come into the upright position. It needs to be a spiritual upgrade. Something really good needs to happen, but that can only happen if this person or this situation rises out of this denial or low vibration that they've been in. And now we are shown the Chariot card, which is really good news. Your person or your situation is going to rise out of this low vibe, okay, or denial or whatever it's been. They're going to rise out of it and they're going to move forward with more balance. This situation is going to progress. When you've had this struggle, which I feel has been quite recent, you're not imagining it. This person or this situation, there's been avoidance. Okay, there has been avoidance there going on. But I feel that is all going to shift forward now with that Chariot card. So you bide your time is the right thing. You biding your time is definitely the right thing here. Because, you know, it's all going to come good. You've got the card outdoors as well. So there's something connected to the outdoors. So take that however it resonates. Go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature, relieve stress, gain new creative ideas. So whether or not you're going outside or, I don't know, you might work out, there could be a key message to do with the outdoors that will resonate. But the main thing is about relieving stress and being in this kind of solitary, you know, calm, connecting with spirit. Your spirit guides are going to channel some new creative ideas to you. I see the situation shifting forward. Okay, so interesting. I feel like there's no rush with that situation. I feel like it's going to sort itself out. Let's go into Libra. Heal, revitalise your heart. Very nice. So healing this weekend. Okay, this has been a recent opportunity. Things have started looking up for you recently, Libra. With the Ace of Pentacles. It has been a new beginning for you, and it's probably been a new beginning that you were waiting for and thinking, oh, you know, when's it going to come? When are things going to start improving for me? It's the beginning of you being healthier physically, mentally, emotionally, abundance levels improving, living a more high vibrational life, and it's like a fresh start really that leads you in a much better direction now, you know. It may be that a large part of your healing journey has been done, and now you're moving into the next part of your healing journey, which becomes a bit more gentle and enjoyable because you've got the Temperance card, which is healing. It means you're in a more balanced state, and it also means your connection to spirit is a lot more stronger. You've got more faith and trust. So you can just feel the energy for you, Libra, is you're more calm. You're more calm, and you're happier, you're healthier. You'll be more attractive as well because of these energies. Okay. And you're very open to what Spirit may bring you next as well. Now, the energy connected to you, there's somebody here with fond memories of you, okay? Or they may have childhood issues, or they may have an issue to do with a child. But I feel the sense that this person, whoever this person is or this situation is, I feel they may want to return to you with the Six of Swords, because when you look at the cards together, it's like this person's travelling into the past. I feel this person does have a tendency to get stuck in the past. They find it quite hard to move forward from situations. But I don't feel this is a bad thing. It's very smooth action with the Six of Swords, and also you've got the Six of Cups. So let's have a look, because we've got 2 sixes there. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so there's a sense of there could well be a sense of reunion within this person. There is a sense of them regaining balance. They may be taking a bit of time, and it's a bit mysterious at this point. I don't want to get your hopes up about and encourage attachment, because you know I'm all about kind of just connecting into you. But I just feel like you're doing such a good job of that anyway. I feel like that's what you've been prioritising, yourself. You know, your healing. Your person, whatever's going on, I would say that your person's definitely doing better. And this person, or if it's a situation, is in a better energy and moving forward. But they might still not be exactly at the end point where they need to get to, or this situation may not be fully resolved. They have regrets here. Somebody's got regrets. What's your spirit guides saying? Beloved one. Your spirit guides, guess what they're saying? I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. That is lovely, isn't it? Something is being healed by spirit. Libra, you are very close to spirit at this time with the Temperance card, because your energy is so much healthier. Just watch this space. Watch this space, because, you know, you might be thinking like, you know, I want things to progress a bit quicker, but things are 100% going to progress for you because of the energy you're in, okay? So we're going to Leo. I'll just get a drink quickly. Lovely. Leo. Curiosity. Learn to be curious about each other. Okay, so this is like a sense of you liberating yourself, freeing yourself, enjoying being a bit more curious about what life has to offer. You know, learning to be more curious for yourself. You know, what makes me happy? What's going to be good for me? What do I like? What works for me now? Yeah, it's been a long, hard road. You've been wondering lately if it's all worth it, thinking, my God, you know, I'm putting in the work. Is this going to be worth it at the end? You know, I've been trying to get myself in a better position and everything like that. You got confirmation from the tarot that yes, you are. You've aligned much better to your true self. You've gone through a lot of work to accept who you are, to accept where you're at in your life right now. That's aligned you to spirit, and now you're going to see, like, very imminently, things in your life start to take a better shape, and something will be sort of manifesting for you, really, that will make you happy. The energy that you're connecting into is quite amazing, okay? There's an energy here that's quite businesslike and cold, okay? There's somebody here that's been reviewing things, making decisions, looking at you, thinking about you, thinking, you know, is this the right person for the job or whatever it may be. This is somebody that likes to be rational and think clearly, okay? They are a master. This is somebody that is intelligent and they're not stupid. This person is mature, okay? And basically they do see something working out very well with you. So whatever this is connected to, whether it's your life purpose or love, there is energies coming together for Leo at this time where it's like, boom, this situation works. Okay, this situation works. And I tell you why, it's been through your hard graft at discovering and being curious about who I am, you know, who am I, what do I want, what's right for me, and really getting to the truth, you know, and working hard at that. It's not been easy because you've had to deal with a lot of ego here. You know, I am quiet to protect you from my ego. You have had to deal with a lot of ego, but I think you've risen out of that type of energy. It was like, I feel like a swamp, you know, that you were just sinking. And you've done the work to get out of that. And you're not going to go back to that now. Let's see what your spirit guides are saying. Oh, angel therapy. Give your cares and worries to us and allow us to take your burdens. So someone in spirit is blessing you because when you honour your true self, you don't realise what that means to spirit. Honestly, it's just unbelievable. And that's, you know, it's hard because we live a physical reality. We just see with our physical eyes. And we also have a mind, which is ego, that is very convincing and confusing. But when you do honour the true self, spirit does bless you and you've got the star. So very good things happening for you now. Something's going to come into a really good alignment for you and be very successful. And you're being helped by spirit. They don't want you to worry. They're trying to reassure you to have a bit more faith that you are headed in the right direction now. Okay, so let's go into Aries. Affection. Showing affection creates a loving bond. So they're getting you to kind of soften your energy, and either somebody's going to be offering affection to you or you to them. Also being more affectionate to yourself. You know, you've had this alignment to more happiness and fulfillment with the Ten of Cups recently. And it's been a recent thing for you that it's just become so much more important for you, Aries, to just feel happy. You know, to feel happy, to feel that the people around you, the people that you commune with, you know, fulfill you and you fulfill them. And there's just a really nice vibration here, you know. Now, you're sort of like weighing things up at the moment. There could be some written information or written communication. And you're just continuing really to sort of figure out how to get a healthy balance. You're also trying to figure out, you're very clued up now to notice any obstructions and to sort of be like, I'm quite careful about those types of things, those types of situations that are obstructive to me, you know, because you want that healthy balance and you've found this joy within yourself and you don't want anything to compromise that. There's an energy here that connects into you that is very mixed up and damaged, okay, with the Five of Pentacles and also the Two of Wands. There's like indecision, they can't harmonise things within themselves. They need to get a better vision, really, for what they really want. And when they get a better vision, they'll start to realise the things that they actually need to do to achieve that. They need to be more realistic. Okay? So there's Aries is at a point now of pure potential, because we've got 2 twos, and the twos for Tarot High Priestess. So this is good news for High Priestess, for Aries, sorry. But you are the High Priestess. It's good news for you. Because there's pure potential here, and you're much more wise, and you're much more aligned. So get ready is what I'm saying. Get ready, because there could be affection coming your way. There could be some really nice energies coming your way now. Because I don't think you will dabble with any confused or damaged energy like that. Not unless somebody's got a really strong vision and they know what steps they need to take. I don't know how you'll feel about this. We are on hold, but I am coming back for you. I think Aries' words would be, well, come back for me when you've got a clearer vision and you've resolved some things within yourself, you know. Your spirit guides, you're going through such a spiritual transformation at the moment, Aries. You've got the Archangel Raziel. I am bringing you esoteric informations and symbols. I'm helping you to understand spiritual truths. I mean, that's incredible. That is an incredible energy. It just shows you, because like I said for one of the other zodiac signs, when we prioritize ourselves, you know, we do really honor spirit. It's the highest honor that you can give spirit, is when you honor yourself. And, you know, someone in spirit, a spirit guide probably, they are channeling or downloading spiritual upgrades into you at this time. And you will probably receive visions or what do I want to call it? Realizations. Okay, because some people don't hear messages, but they have realizations. Someone in spirit is going to be channeling you some kind of realization over the next few days that's going to really, really serve you on your journey. It's going to help massively. Okay, so yeah, all good things are coming to Aries now. This is just the beginning. Okay, so we're going to Sagittarius. Commitment. Congratulations, it is time to celebrate. So some of you may be attracting some sort of commitment. It could be a relationship, or it could be, a job or something like that. And it's something that you will be celebrating. It's something that, and it can also be even the commitment to yourself. And it's just like, you are just celebrating that you're at this point in time. It feels so good. It feels really, really good. You've got here the Knight of Wands. You've been through a bit of a risky patch, right? Because you're passionate, Knight of Wands, it's a kind of fire energy, isn't it? It's a sort of Sagittarius type of energy. And, you're passionate, and you like the passion, you like the exuberance, you like the action. But you may not have made sort of wise choices, and you may not have been as mature as you could have been. And now it's just all about tapping into what makes you feel good, really. Like your more gentle side, like your inner child, and nurturing yourself and doing things that you love with the Page of Cups, okay? It's a time for you to explore. There could be a relationship with a child that's improving at this time. But if it's not with a child, then it's with yourself, your own inner child, if you like. Yeah, you're just like, look, I don't want to repeat destructive patterns. I don't want to repeat karmic patterns of putting myself in risky situations, because I was always in risky situations growing up. That's the story of the inner child we have to break away from. This is all about sensitivity to yourself and being loving and caring. And, you know, I see you getting excited about things, you know, creative things. And it's like, oh, it's really nice to connect with those things. Some of you may be exploring your sexuality, you know, but in a way that's very happy for you. So this is like a renewed commitment to yourself. And wow, oh my God, what is going on here for Sagittarius? My God, you've got the Ace of Cups, a new emotional experience, heralds, and also the Knight of Cups. Gosh, there's lots of things this can mean. This could be a new emotional experience that is just going to really fulfill you. It's going to make you feel very spiritually and, you know, just opening the heart chakra. It can also be, you know, somebody that really genuinely cares for you, like a friend, you know. And it can also indicate like spirit guides coming closer to you as well. I mean, for some of you, you really could be attracting love. And if it's not here yet, it might not be far off. Because you've got the commitment card, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Cups, okay? But in any case, I mean, this is lovely energy. You're breaking away from risky type of energy into everything that makes you feel good. So whatever it is you've been doing lately, keep doing that. Because, yeah, this is great. There's somebody here saying, I'm going to get help, I know I need to. So there's definitely stuff here to do with emotional, you know, growth and emotional healing. There's just so much of that energy around you. And if that person is doing that, wonderful. Let's hope they are. And your spirit guides are saying, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Yeah, you are. Things are going to get better and better for you now. They really, really are. And spirit is, you know, you've come so much closer to spirit. Spirit is going to just really make you rise up. So keep committing to yourself and they will support you even more. Amazing. I mean, there's something about to happen that is just going to make you so happy. So much happier. Right. Another drink. Oh, I've got little flies just come into the room. Oh, quite a big fly. I can hear it buzzing about. Okay, Scorpio then. Denial. Okay, so it's been difficult to see clearly, okay, either for you or for someone else. But there's been something that's been going on where it's been difficult to see clearly. I feel that's already moving into the past, personally. You've had passion. You've had a risky bit of time here. There could have been a lot of change. There could have been, you could have departed somewhere. Okay. You just sort of thought, right, I've got to get away. You know, or you were in and out of a situation and you were just like, oh, I don't know. You could have also been confused and changing your tactic, you know, trying this on one day and then trying this on another day. You know, keep changing your mind what type of approach to use. You've got the Three of Pentacles, which is primarily progress, but it does come out in reversed. There is going to be progress. There's a slight delay here, I feel, with the fact it's in reversed. And I feel when this progress does come, things will shift forward much quicker and more easily. you know, and it feels like it involves other people, you know, and then you sort of can work together, and then this whole situation will move. The energy connecting into you, there is somebody having a breakthrough, having an awakening. Now, it could be someone communicating with you, and this is coupled with the King of Cups. There could be, right, because there's this two different ways of interpreting it, right? There could be somebody having a breakthrough about their feelings for you, and they will communicate that with you. Also, the other thing that could happen is where there's been some sort of denial or confusion, there could be a massive breakthrough, and it's like Spirit communicating with you to give you the information that you needed to understand a situation, and that's going to help you then progress forward. So I feel this is all coming for you. And if there's a bit of a delay at the moment, don't worry too much. I know it's easy for me to say, but there's going to be action, there's going to be a breakthrough, and the situation's going to move forward, and it's going to be very loving and kind and helpful. Okay? And so for some of you, it could be love, or for some of you, this could be to do with something else in your life finally manifesting, finally moving forward. So Spirit is sort of saying, look, you know, it's about to happen for you, basically. I do listen to what you say, and I try to find a solution within myself. Okay. So, there are energies here that want to work with you. And I feel it, you're not far off this happening. I feel like this could be quite soon. And it will be a breakthrough. Finally, everything will come together. Relationship harmony, yeah. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved, and arguments and conflicts are being resolved right now. Yes, you could receive an apology, or you could receive information that is going to help you finally move forward, and for a situation or a relationship to finally be easier to deal with, okay? So hopefully that helps. Because I feel like there's either been blocks or confusion for Scorpio for a little while around something in your life. Okay, I'm going to Pisces. Honesty. Relationships need trust. Okay. Very important to be honest with yourself, and, you know, to have that sort of vibration in your life, really. It's not been easy for you. It feels like you've been sort of stuck in a bit of an uncomfortable scenario here, okay? And when you get the Hangman, it's not really a situation you want to be in. But Spirit does it to us to get us to shift our perspective and start to view things differently. So that's good. Ultimately, that is a good thing. It just doesn't feel very good at the time because it can be confusing, and it can feel like it's taking ages. And it can feel really uncomfortable or upsetting. But it's because Spirit is trying to wake you up to be more honest with yourself, you know. And what you get out of this is amazing, because you've stepped up to the plate, you've accepted the challenge from Spirit, and now you can proceed. Life is going to start proceeding for Pisces, and you are becoming an expert at how you handle something. You know, you're getting better and better at it. Oh my goodness. Like I said, you didn't shy away from the challenge. no matter how uncomfortable it was, no matter how much you didn't like it, you persevered. That card just fell out. That's the perseverance card. You're more wise. You won't be easily manipulated anymore. You're in a better position. You're becoming an expert at how you deal with things. Spirit wouldn't allow you to go back into denial, you know. They wanted you to learn. And you have learned, and you have listened to Spirit, and you have taken on the challenges, and you are now going to find your life rapidly progressing. Because you've attained the knowledge and the wisdom. And look at this. I can't believe it. You've got the Ace of Wands with the World. You're going to be offered something by Spirit, which is a spiritual upgrade. It is a culmination of everything you've been going through. And it is something that can grow. It could be to do with money, or it could be to do with fertility or attraction. But whatever it is, this is an opportunity that comes toward you, which is of a much higher vibration than what you probably used to. And it's some sort of completion, completes a cycle. You've allowed yourself to pull yourself out of old karmic cycles. To say, no, I'm not going to repeat those. I'm doing it differently this time. And you're going to be rewarded. You're going to be blessed with something that is much higher vibrational. And it's all because you've been honest with yourself, you know. And probably honest with somebody else, right? Now, this is very good news. You don't need me to tell you that, but it is very good news. When you were going through this horrible patch to do with the, you know, the uncomfortable bit where you felt a bit stuck, and you may have found yourself kept going into denial, or you just felt really uncomfortable and you just wanted to be out of a situation, you wanted things to be over, you wanted life to move forward. But you sort of had to go through this very lengthy process of learning and understanding, and shift your perspective on things. There was somebody or something in avoidance in your life that wasn't shifting. But now you've come into that honesty with yourself, and you see things clearly, and you've figured things out. You are now an expert. Boom. Everything starts to move forward for you. Your spirit guides are trying to say to you that, you know, you haven't been on your own. It's hard when we're going through those things because we do feel alone. But spirit can't give you all the information that you would like at the time, because the reason for it is that we are here to essentially pay back karmas, you see. So part of us paying our karmas off is having to go through situations where we aren't just given an easy ride, do you see? But what they're saying to you is that they have been trying to comfort you, and because you've taken the higher road, you're going to get a sense of spirit being a lot closer and more comforting towards you from now on. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So that's confirmation that they're really close to you. They're closer to you than ever before because you've worked through some sort of karmic thing. And they're with you now, and they are going to be blessing you with something new, which is much higher vibrational than what you're used to. So how good is that? And then we're just going to Cancer. Triangle. You know, that's the funniest thing, right? Because when I got the deck out the box just now, before I started, I saw this card and I thought, how weird. I thought, that card's never come out, and I've picked this from this deck quite a few times now, and it's just come out now. Evaluate your emotions for a firm decision. I don't know. Triangles are very spiritual, as you know, and obviously it can indicate a love triangle. but it can represent the feminine and the masculine, because triangle going, I think, upwards is, I guess I can't say, but one represents the feminine one, and then the triangle represents going down, represents the masculine, or probably vice versa. You can look it up. Oh dear. Right, I picked 3 cards because the same ones came out as what we had for Pisces, so I've picked a third as well. You've been through a difficult time. Things were very stagnant, not progressing, or things were very uncomfortable for you. And the reason why that was just prolonging was because you weren't really picking up the overall message that Spirit wanted you to pick up. And you was in resistance to it. You were in a bit of denial. You've broken out of that very recently. Like, this is happening right now. This is your present card. Breaking out of that denial, or shifting your perspective and realising, I understand now what Spirit's saying, and freeing yourself off the back of it. And boom, your life starts to move forward. Jay, you don't realise that as you come out of this situation that you were a bit in denial about, you're such an expert now. You've got so much ability now to manage situations, and things are going to be much more abundant and balanced for you now. You're going to be receiving a hell of a lot more than what you were. A hell of a lot more. Much better balance here. And, you know, money improving for you as well, by the way. You've had a connection here. You've had a connection here with somebody that has had abandonment, rejection issues, or poor mental health, poor physical health, or poor money. You know, it's not good energy. There's been a commitment or a situation that had a lack of solid foundation. It may have been a commitment that was sort of unusual, you know, and it may even still be there in the present moment right now. Even though I perceive you moving on from it, I feel like you're moving forward in a much healthier direction because you've made certain realizations quite recently, very recently. And these realizations enable you to finally shift out of that stuck phase. Now, yeah, so I feel there's a commitment or a situation that is still there in the present moment while you're basically releasing yourself and moving forward. Essentially, that situation is still there. And it could be, like I said, a commitment between you and someone else that's quite unusual and it's not very conventional. Or it could be just a situation in your life that just doesn't have a solid foundation at this current time, you know, and it's because of something to do with the past, you know, these past issues that haven't been dealt with or whatever. Now, your person or situation has been very, very confused with the 7 of Cups, and it comes out in reverse. So they're swiftly having to come out of fantasy land. You know, they've had some sort of fantasy that because they've been in a bad state that things can kind of proceed in a certain way, and actually no, there's a situation or a person here that cannot proceed in the way that it's been going on. Things have to change, and you've learned so much. You're a couple of steps ahead, quite frankly, and you're already reaping the rewards in the next few days. But your person will come out of a bit of an abrupt fantasy land, and I feel like they have some sort of wake-up call here. Oh dear. They're saying, oh, you're going to listen to me. You know, they're starting to get anxious. They're starting to sense that you are moving on to better things, quite frankly. Do you know what? Even if you're not rushing into a new relationship or a new situation, they can energetically tell that you are in a much more abundant place, you know, and that you are putting your energies into other things or other people, and that you've got, honestly, Cancer, I feel this next few days, such clarity finally. Such clarity, such vision for where you're going and how you're doing things, you know, and your person's going to get a wake-up call, and they're going to be thinking like, God, you know, if I contact Cancer, will they reply? What will they say? They're not going to know. They're really not going to know. So what this triangle card's an interesting one, isn't it? I mean, even if there's not been 3 people involved, you know, there hasn't been sort of like, it feels like something's been going round and round in circles, you know, and finally you're sort of waking up to that and just like, look, I need to be putting my energy in the right place, and you reap the rewards for it. You will be blessed for this almost instantly, honestly, because this is, when you get the Hangman, right, this is you coming into cosmic alignment, you know. Spirit's been trying to communicate with you to help you break karmic patterns and things like that. And so when you release yourself out of a karmic web, you sort of align to source properly, and you just, boom, everything starts to align and work. Your person's got a lot of confused, blocked energy here. So that's what the triangle energy must be about, that it's just been, well, you know, you may as well have been in a situation where there was 3 people or something like that. It may as well have been, because it wasn't forming into a solid foundation here, you know. Let's have a look what your spirit guides are supporting you with. And it does say at the bottom, if you just go back to that triangle card, it says evaluate your emotions for a firm decision, you know. So yeah, now interesting, your spirit guides are talking about divine order. Divine order, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. Your spirit guides are trying to reassure you that although this may seem like a difficult scenario that you're finally moving on from, or whatever it may be, it's just literally all part of the process. It's all part of the divine plan. And who knows what may happen in time? Who knows what may happen in time? But there has to be certain things happening, and there has to be certain energies in place, you know, for things to proceed. So everything has to be done in the divine order, you know, with a solid foundation, with the right energy. So you're establishing that, and Spirit is helping you to establish that. So you get that in place, who knows what's going to happen? Because you're taking everything back to center point. You're bringing everything back to divine order. So Cancer's having a massive wake up. I think that's quite recent there. And it's serving you. It is serving you, okay? So that's confirmation. I'm sending you lots of love and peace. If you want to book in, you know I'm always here. Just contact me. And thanks for liking the video, giving it a thumbs up, subscribing. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I'm sending you lots of love and peace wherever you are on Gaia.